Mahādevāya tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Shashinetrāya Maheshwarāya namaha. Shivāya cha Shivāya namaha. Among the 12 sacred Jyotirliṅgas, the third is Mahākāleśvara. Enshrined in the ancient city of Ujjainī, known today as Ujjain, the Śiva Purāṇa also refers to the sacred land as Avanti, the ancient kingdom whose capital was Ujjainī. It is here that Lord Śiva manifested as Mahākāla, the great Lord beyond time. If Somanatha teaches us that Lord Śiva transforms suffering into grace, and Mallikarjuna reveals the boundless love of the divine parents, then Mahākāla reveals another profound truth. He is the Lord before whom time itself bows. He is the protector of dharma, the destroyer of evil, and the compassionate guardian who responds to sincere devotion, whether offered by a learned sage, a righteous king, or an innocent child. Long ago, Avanti was one of the holiest places upon the earth. The Vedas were studied, sacred fires were maintained, and the worship of Lord Śiva filled the city with peace and righteousness. Among its noble residents lived a learned Brahmana named Vedapriya. True to his name, Vedapriya delighted in the Vedas. Each day, he faithfully performed the sacred rites, maintained the sacrificial fires, and worshipped Lord Śiva with unwavering devotion. His 4 sons, Devapriya, Priyamedas, Sukrata, and Dharmavahin, followed the same path, becoming devoted worshippers of Mahadev. Under their influence, Dharma flourished, prosperity increased, and the sacred city became renowned for its spiritual radiance. But wherever Dharma flourishes, Adharma eventually rises to challenge it. Far away on Mount Ratnamala lived the mighty demon Dūṣaṇa. Empowered by boons from Lord Brahma, he defeated the gods, conquered kingdoms, and turned his hatred toward Dharma itself. Across the earth, he suppressed all Vedic sacrifices, silenced sacred rituals, and sought to erase the worship of the Lord. When news reached him that Ujjainī remained a stronghold of Lord Śiva's worship, he marched upon the city with a vast army. He demanded that the Brahmanas abandon the worship of Lord Śiva and the Vedas, threatening death to all who refused. Fear spread throughout Ujjainī, but Vedapriya's sons remained completely unmoved. They possessed neither armies nor weapons. Their only refuge was Lord Śiva. With unwavering faith, they continued worshipping a simple Parthiva linga, the one that is lovingly fashioned from sacred earth. There were no grand temples or royal offerings, only complete surrender. Closing their eyes, they entered deep meditation upon Mahadev. As Dūṣaṇa's army advanced, the demon ordered his soldiers to seize and kill the devotees. At that moment, the earth beside the clay Śiva Linga split apart with a thunderous roar, and from that sacred chasm emerged Lord Śiva. Not as a serene ascetic of Mount Kailash, not as the compassionate Lord seated beside Mata Parvati, but in a fearsome form whose radiance shook the 3 worlds. This was Mahākāla, the great Lord beyond time, the one before whom even death must bow. Looking upon the demon Dūṣaṇa, Lord Śiva declared, "I have arisen as Mahākāla to destroy the wicked. Leave these devotees at once." blinded by arrogance, Dūṣaṇa refused. Then Lord Śiva uttered a single divine syllable, Hum. No celestial weapon was raised, no great battle was fought. The power of that single sacred sound instantly reduced Dūṣaṇa and his mighty army to ashes. The remaining demons fled in terror, and just as darkness disappears before the rising sun, evil vanished in the presence of Mahākāla. The heavens rejoiced, divine drums resounded, flowers showered from the sky. Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and the assembled gods descended to praise Mahadev. Opening their eyes, the sons of Vedapriya bowed before the Lord with hearts overflowing in gratitude. And pleased with their steadfast devotion, Lord Śiva invited them to ask for a boon. The brothers sought neither wealth nor power. Instead, they prayed only for liberation and requested that the Lord remain in that sacred place forever, protecting all who came before him with sincere devotion. Moved by their selfless prayer, Lord Śiva granted them liberation and chose to remain there for the benefit of future generations. From that day onward, he became known as Mahākāleśvara, the protector of Dharma and the eternal refuge of his devotees. The Śiva Purāṇa declares that those who worship Mahākāleśvara with sincere faith attain both the righteous fruits of this life and ultimately liberation. Yet, the greatness of Mahākāla did not end with this manifestation. The Lord, who arose to protect his devotees, continued to watch over Ujjainī. Many years later, another remarkable event would reveal that his compassion was not reserved for sages alone, but extended equally to the innocent heart of a child. Many years passed as Mahākāla continued to bless all who sought his refuge in Ujjain. During this time, the city was ruled by the righteous King Candrasena, whose greatest treasure was not his kingdom, but his unwavering devotion to Lord Śiva. Pleased with the king's devotion, Manibhadra, one of Shiva's divine ganas, presented him with the celestial jewel known as Cintāmaṇi. Its brilliance rivaled the sun, and it was said that whatever ordinary metal touched it was transformed into gold. The fame of the Cintāmaṇi soon spread throughout the neighboring kingdoms. Consumed by greed, many rulers demanded the jewel. When King Candrasena refused, they united their armies and laid siege over Ujjainī. Yet, the king did not prepare for battle. Instead, he entered the shrine of Mahākāla and, setting aside all concern for his kingdom, immersed himself in uninterrupted worship of Lord Śiva. Mahadev had already resolved to protect his devotee, but this time his grace would be revealed through the innocent heart of a child. Near the temple lived a poor cowherd woman who was raising her son alone. One day, while visiting the temple, the little boy watched King Candrasena worship Mahākāla with deep reverence. The lamps, flowers, offerings, and the king's devotion left an indelible impression upon his heart. Returning home, the child found a smooth pebble and lovingly accepted that as his own Śivalinga. Having nothing material value to offer, he worshipped with the only treasure he possessed, his imagination. In his heart, he offered beautiful flowers, incense, lamps, and all precious ornaments worthy of Mahadev himself. He danced before the Lord, he bowed again and again, Every offering the child gave came from a heart filled with pure devotion. And as evening approached, his mother called him inside. Finding him still absorbed in worship, she failed to understand his devotion. In frustration, she pulled him away, scattered his little shrine, and threw aside the pebble he had worshipped as Lord Shiva. The child's heart was shattered. Unable to bear the thought that his worship had been interrupted, he cried out to Mahadev with complete surrender and collapsed unconscious. When he woke up, an extraordinary sight met his eyes. The simple campsite had vanished. In its place stood a magnificent temple whose golden doorway, jewel-studded pillars, and crystal floors shone with heavenly brilliance. At its center stood a radiant Shivalinga. Every offering the child had imagined now stood before the Lord in divine splendor. His innocent devotion had transformed imagination into reality. Overwhelmed with joy, the little boy bowed again and again before Mahākāla. Returning home, he discovered yet another miracle. His humble hut had become a magnificent palace filled with gold and precious jewels, while his mother herself appeared adorned with celestial ornaments. Realizing that all of this was the boundless grace of Mahadev, she shared the miracle with King Candrasena. The king immediately came to witness what had happened. When he saw the transformed shrine and the devotion of the little boy, tears filled his eyes. He embraced the child with affection, and throughout Ujjainī, the people celebrated the limitless compassion of Mahākāla. Outside the city, the kings who had surrounded Ujjainī has also learned of these astonishing events. They realized that Candrasena was not protected by armies, but by Mahadev himself. Their greed gave way to reverence. Laying down all their weapons, they entered Ujjainī as devotees, offering their prayers before Mahākāla. The Lord Mahadev had transformed hostility into devotion without a single battle. And then another extraordinary event unfolded, and before the assembled kings, the citizens of Ujjainī, and the little boy appeared the mighty Lord Hanumān. Radiant with divine splendor, he embraced the boy and proclaimed an eternal truth. There is no refuge greater than Lord Shiva. This child knew no mantras, he studied no scriptures, he possessed no rituals. Yet his heart was filled with pure devotion, and that alone had pleased Mahadev. Lord Hanumān then revealed a remarkable prophecy. The child would become famous throughout the world by the name Śrīkara, and in the 8th generation of his lineage would be born as Nanda, and whose son would be none other than Lord Kṛṣṇa. And before departing, Lord Hanumān personally initiated Śrīkara into the sacred worship of Lord Shiva, blessing both the child and all those gathered there. King Candrasena and Śrīkara continued worshipping Mahākāla throughout their lives, and in due course, both attained the eternal abode of Lord Shiva. The Śiva Purāṇa concludes these sacred accounts with a timeless lesson. Mahākāla is not merely the destroyer of demons. He is the eternal protector of dharma. He is the refuge of all who surrender with complete faith. He does not measure devotion by wealth, and he is not impressed by elaborate rituals. He does not distinguish between kings and commoners, scholars and children, a learned brahmana, a righteous king, innocent child. Each found the same Lord because each surrendered with unwavering faith. Time consumes everybody. Time brings every kingdom to an end. And time humbles every ruler. Yet, time itself bows before Mahadev. And that is why he is called Mahākāla, the great Lord beyond time. Whoever takes refuge in him need not fear the passage of time. For the one who protects his devotees is himself, beyond birth, beyond death, and beyond time. May Mahākāla bless us with unwavering faith, steadfast devotion, and the wisdom to surrender completely at his feet. May Jagatpita Mahadev bless us all. Keep seeking, keep chanting, keep surrendering. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Shri Mahākāla.